Alright, what's going on, you guys? My name is Markell Lewis, and I came out here. Hold up. Alright, so this is the first question. It says, intro with your first and last name, your age, and where you're from. My name is Markell Lewis, and I'm 15 years old, and I am from Hayward, California. Alright, so we're going to hit to the first question, or the second question, whatever it's called. It says, if you could describe your life by a novel or a movie, which would it be and why? I say that if I had to start my life in a novel or a movie, I say the life of the movie, it will be called Formed Decisions, because the reason why I call it Formed Decisions is because, like, okay, so it's things I see around with teenagers and what they're doing. It's basically like God's always watching them. You know that whatever people think God ain't watching them. Some people around here don't believe in God, but I do. But some people decisions that they make are bad. Some of the decisions that they do are good. For the teenage boys, most of the decisions are wrong. Some of the teenage boys, their decisions are good. So I call it formed decisions because it's decisions that I decided to make in my life that are good. There are some decisions I made in my life that are bad. But I'm also seeing a whole lot of other teenage boys here that made some bad decisions out here, and I say that, like, you know what, that these decisions aren't good. So yeah, these are why I call it formed decisions, because it's like we start off from elementary school to middle school. In elementary school, what I could have did is never showed up to school. That's what I could have did. But I decided to, I said, you know what, bro? I decided to keep going to elementary school. I went from kindergarten all the way to 10th grade, where I am right now. But the reason why I decided to stay in school because I care about my education, and your education to get you to a lot of places. Like, I'm planning on being an actor, so that's one thing. But like, what should I call it? I say that, like, the reason why I decided to make a decision to stay in school because your education is like a dream. It's a beauty that everybody always wanted. There are some other people out there that don't even care about their education, really. But, it's a thing that said, like, my education is more important, like, because than sitting out in the streets. The thing is, if you sit out in the streets and do nothing, stay a bad kid, be a bad kid all you want to, it's not good. You're not going to get nowhere with that. You're going to get to nothing but trouble. Sometimes you end up in nowhere being a bad kid. So, yeah, this is why I decided to make my decision to stay in school because, I really love my education. I'm looking up to it. My education is all I care about, really. Not all I care about, but, like, the reason why, like, during my education, I want to become an actor and make movies. And I wanted to make this one movie I'm going to be talking about soon in these questions. Alright, so the third question is, what do you feel is the biggest problem facing teenage boys in the United States? What can be done to help solve this problem? Alright, so the biggest problem I say facing teenage boys right now is I feel like teenage boys nowadays, like, I feel like teenage boys nowadays are like, their problem, you could say, is like, the way they act right now, they think they're doing whatever they want, to be honest, but they're really not on the real, because, like, most teenage boys out here, they like to smoke, they like to fight, they like to drink and all that stuff, and that's not right. And I always want to be that one type of person to change that. Like, I always want to be that type of person to help out some teenagers. I always wanted to ask why you smoke weed. I've been stressed out. That's what they tell me. Some of them told me that, and I'd be like, well, you know what? Have you ever tried to get somebody to help you out, get a tutor? In either words, I can always help you out. But some people just say they smoke because they want to. And I'm like, I ain't got time for that thing. But, like doing the bad stuff, like fighting people and all that. I say, like, alright, so the problem with teenage boys, Like one thing that they can have, for example, like let's say they got another problem with a teenage boy and a teenage boy about to get into a fight. It's not good to see them fight because it's a waste of time. Fighting is a waste of time, really. Except for TV shows and all that stuff. Yeah, but like, I mean, teenage boys fighting, it's a waste of time because it's like teenage boys. I think we should all grow up. We shouldn't be fighting. We're a family. Like, we should all work together as one big family. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be loving each other. That's what we need to do. We need to start loving and stop fighting. All right. What are three characteristics? Three characteristics are essential to becoming a man. Well, let me go back to number 3 first. All right. So, what do you feel is the biggest problem facing you? I feel like the biggest problem right now is that like some of these teenagers, I feel like they need some help. Like whatever they have issues with, for example. Any problems, stressed out, mad, want to fight somebody, should always have a tutor or somebody that can help them out with their problems and talk to them. Like, I think every boy nowadays, or they can even go for the ones that don't got fathers, they should, like, go to somebody and talk with them, like a tutor. Or have one person always there talking with them to help them out, talk them out with their problems. And if they get problems get fixed, that's a good thing. Always remember, if you help out somebody that needs help, God sees that all the time. All right, so number 4. What are 3 characteristics are essential? What are 3 characteristics are essential to becoming a man? All right, 3 characteristics essential to becoming a man. I say that like one to becoming a man, should always respect everybody around you. Always, respect your elders, respect people outside the world, respect the mean ones too. That's one thing. The second thing I say is like, respect your family. You have to respect your family. You have to respect your family because respecting your family is very important. Just as you respect everybody else. You can't respect people outside of your family and not respect your family. That's not right. You gotta respect everybody, including your family. So that's the second one. The third one is, the third one is to becoming a man is, you should like, what should we say? I say like, coming to man, whenever somebody want to step up to you and want to try to fight you or, have problems with you, you should always be like, what, man, it's a waste of time. I don't want to fight. You can tell them you don't want to fight. What you should tell them is that, like, you should tell them, like, you know what, bro, being a man is not fighting. Fighting is not a part of being a man. Being a man is, talking the problem out. That's one step of being a man, of like when it comes to fighting and stuff like that. Like being a man, to me, I think like the third to me, I say like, whenever somebody wants to fight or anything like that, just always be like, we should just talk this out. We shouldn't just fight because fighting's a waste of time. We're all a family here. We all a family. We all love each other. Some people don't even love some, but we should just all, like, respect ourselves. Even though there's something going on with each other, if we have problems, then we should talk them out. And if that don't work out, you should get somebody to help you guys talk it out. Alright. So I say the 5th problem. What impact do you think the Steve Harvey mentor program have on you? I think the impact the Steve Harvey mentoring program gonna have on me is helping out others, helping out the ones that are sad. Well, I mean, helping out the ones that are going through stress in their life. And I always wanted to be that one type of person to help people out. For example, when it comes to fathers, I know there's a lot of sons out there, kids out there, teenager boys. They go out there, they don't even have a father no more. And you know, some of them are stressed out off of that. And you should try to talk with them. And you know, but then again, you know, you should just try to talk to them and make sure they're okay. Make sure they don't do nothing bad. Because some people, I know some teenage boys that are stressed out and they go and smoke a blunt or smoke weed because they don't have their father no more. But like, I think you should just talk with them. But I think the thing they're gonna have on me, the impact they're gonna have on me is that, like, I think the impact they're gonna have on me is that I can be a helpful person. Like I can always help out somebody with has problems, a teenage boy who's going through stress in their family life. I can always be that one to help out teenage boys that's going stress between friends that betrayed them. And then you got those friends that like to fight, those friends that get you in trouble. But you know, we can go far ways. Teenage boys go through stress with their girlfriends too. Then again, it's like you should just always be that one type. I always want to be that one type of person to talk them out with their problems and try to help them with their problems. Yeah. Seems that now that's all the questions. Thank you for watching this video. I just, you know, hope I get into the Steve Harvey mentoring program, that or this application that I filled out. I hope I get picked. And you know, I always wanted to help out other people. Thank you for watching. See you later. Peace.